build some character, random character, and you're like, wow, this guy's a genius. मैंने अपने friend का scooter खोल दिया था, फिर बाल्टी में scooter लेके जाना पड़ा था. I think my parents have taught me really like in a military way, put your head down and work. Sandeep Sikhan sir spotted me somewhere like acting करेगा, मैंने कहा पैसा मिलेगा, बोला हाँ.
As an actor, do you really take motivation from someone? Do you get inspired by someone?
Everybody. As an actor, I think I'm always open. If you're talking about the stars, I would say everybody inspires for various things. Like, I'm a big Shah Rukh Khan fan. I'm a big Hrithik Roshan fan. They all have their own quirks which they bring to their acting performance and stuff. And then you have like every other, like on my set, I had so much of learning with Jayati Bhatia, Nimisha Vakharia. All these guys are veterans in their own ways and they have so much to teach. In the film, I had Pratik and Avika and Rajesh. So Gaurav Gera, like you just look at him and he's like, he just build some character, random character, and you're like, wow, this guy's a genius,
Yeah.
So that I got to learn so much. So everywhere I go, there are inspirations, and then also there is the second side, which is like talking about non-famous people. I love to travel.
Yeah.
I'm a traveler, not a tourist. I don't go to places and click pictures. I go and live with people. So that is another way where I think probably that's where my stories come from, and that's where even my performances, the nuances come from. I lived in UP for my film to understand the nuances of it.
Right. And what if you were not an actor? What profession would you choose?
Two things probably. One is which I already was basically. I'm primarily an engineer, and I've always been a very khurafati engineer. I've been the rancho who opens things and this thing. So उसमें fridge दिखाया था, मैंने अपने friend का scooter खोल दिया था, फिर बाल्टी में scooter लेके जाना पड़ा था वापस assemble कराने के लिए. So I'm a very curious case. So I probably would have been in the R&D department of some company, or probably would have done my own research work.
Yes.
Or
Dismantling things.
Yeah, dismantling things and hopefully joining them back together. And second part was martial arts has been my first love, because that is a sport which gave me anything. Like my entire being got formed because of that. So if people say that it just doesn't form you as physically, because I still don't work out. I don't do anything. So that I believe built, and also everybody says I'm too centered and too happy-go-lucky and more very childlike. So that again I owe a lot to my family and my martial arts, because that really centers you. So I think I would have taken my legacy of martial arts ahead and probably been a world champion, because I was a three-time state champion, three-time national champion, four-time state champion.
What are those characters that you think you have not really been a part of and you have not performed it and you really want to perform?
Yeah, there's an ocean of it. Like one I mentioned, Three Idiots. I would have loved to play that.
Right.
And DDLJ, Shah Rukh Khan. Like, there's so many of them. I've been not very, like, I didn't get the time to watch Vikram Vedha now. But Vijay Sethupathe's character, which Hrithik, I'm sure he must have like created a god level character there.
Yeah.
But that is a character. So I want to explore everything. I am like a kid in the candy shop. I want it all and I want it now.
There's a lot of conversation happening about social media trolling. Have you ever felt it?
I have had my fair share of this thing with media and social media. I believe it's not going to be always sweet as they call it. So I have even tasted that bitter side, but I think the best is to ignore and jump on and move on, because the more you feed it, the more it's going to grow. It is. They are doing their job. I'll do my job. So I think my parents have taught me really like in a military way, put your head down and work. Yeah. And that's what I've done all my life. So it's never bothered me.
If storyline is going different from what is being said to you,
yeah,
and your character is actually put into some other path, so do you have discussion with the director and with the team as such, or you just go with the flow?
When I started acting, I didn't know the meaning of acting, because I asked Sandeep Sikhan sir spotted me somewhere like acting करेगा, मैंने कहा पैसा मिलेगा, बोला हाँ, तो आ गया. मैंने कहा but मेरे को नहीं आता, बोला हम सिखाएंगे. So that was the beauty of it. Yeah. So I never realized as an actor you're supposed to think. I entered into my third show and I meet my teacher, my mentor into acting, Swapna Vagbhari Joshi. She's a director and she's sitting, and from my attitude, the way I walked in, and she realized कि ये मस्तीखोर बालक को थोड़ा level पे लाना पड़ेगा. So she looks at me, she's like, come here. She's like, I introduced myself, hi ma'am, I'm so and so. She's like, yeah, I've heard so much about you. So what are you going to do about the scene? So I'm like, ma'am, whatever you say. No, you're an actor. You tell me what you need to do. Like, ma'am, I can do anything, but how will you cut? Now you're entering my territory. I will cut according to my this thing. So she literally, she's like, go back into the van, read the scene. Tell me how you want to perform it. What do you feel? And that was the beginning of me learning how to act. I reached a certain stage. I have done 4 shows with her, so she was very kind to teach me, like watch my finger and this thing. So we used to play this game on the set. Every time I can't go and ask if I'm performing right. So we had on a scale of 1 to 5. So after every shot, I just used to look at her and she's like 2, kabhi 3, kabhi 4. So I used to grow.
Yeah.
And suddenly it just reached this thing. Every time she used to go, like, 1. I was like, what happened? She's like, now you have learned acting. Now you need to be an actor. I'm like, how does that happen? It's like, now you need to surprise me. Because whatever is written in the script, now you need to bring out something else into the character. Now, every time I get surprised, I'll give you marks. So that's how the evolution happened. But then you reach a stage where you're not working with all directors who think alike. So then there was a certain time when I was a rebellious kid. Man, you know what? This is so illogical and stuff. I'm like, now is the time you learn to lift the crocodile. I'm like, what is lifting the crocodile?
Yeah.
So then she told me about this. There's a very famous story about a very big actor.
Yeah.
Very big actor. He went to the director and he says, sir, I have a suggestion, to a very big director. He says, hey, you have a suggestion? Yeah. Okay. So it's a hearsay story. It's just told to me. It's become a moral story. So this story is about Amitabh Bachchan sir. I don't know how far it's true, but it has really motivated me. It was about this scene which they were in Ganga Jamuna Saraswati. They were supposed to lift a crocodile. And the director told him, you are just supposed to do it. Amitabh sir lifted the crocodile with so much conviction, his veins popping out, his eyes are red. You know it's not possible humanly to do something like that, but with the conviction you do it. So ma'am said, from there onward she taught me, she's like, whatever the director is saying, that's the seat. You just cannot comment on that. You can ask. If the director says lift the crocodile, you lift the crocodile with conviction. So after that, I've never looked into anybody's script because they have a broader vision. They have got this thing.
Yeah.
So and now I'm realizing after coming behind the camera, Avika and I both realized, oh yeah, there's a bit bigger perspective for directors saying something.
Yeah.
So we've just learned to obey now. But when I'm behind the camera, I have a say.
Yeah.
When I'm in front of the camera, I'm here to follow.
But do you know, Sasural Simar Ka, there was a lot of scenes that get trolled and are being made memes of. Have you
I
seen
love it. So imagine in that world, Sasural Simar Ka has been show which was not just entertaining the television audiences and it was #1 show. It was actually a meme-worthy show. I'm very proud of it. A lot of my friends used to forward these stand-up comedy acts made on our show and I'm very proud of it. Like, why not? If it was entertaining the audiences, illogical, a lot of people do illogical things, but I'm proud of it. Like, as far as it entertaining and churning out numbers, which makes it, I believe, for 3 years all across, we were #1. And that's what the audiences want. We will serve it because we are here for that.
Lovely. And to be very honest, this conversation, this whole interaction was so worthy and it was so cool. I just loved it. Thanks for joining Tellychakkar, and I want you to give a message to the fans and the viewers of Tellychakkar.
Thank you all for always being this lovely, and you've always showered so much of love. For actors, they say till the time you're on screen is where you garner your love and you get your love. But I take my liberties of taking my breaks of going behind the camera or doing other stuff as well, and then come back. So you guys have always showered with us with love, and please continue doing that, and we love you for this. Thank you. Hi, this is Manish Raisinghan, and you're watching Tellychakkar.
Know all about the Telly world by subscribing to Tellychakkar's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.